mile from here. See them long trains running and you watch them disappear. Without love, where would you be now? Without love, you know I saw Miss Lucy down along the tracks. She lost her home and her family, and she won't be coming back. Without love, where would you be now? Without love, with the Illinois Central and the Southern Central Freight, and keep on pushing, mama, 'cause you know they're running late. Without love, where would you be now, 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 now? Without love, well, the pistons they keep turning, and the wheels go round and round, and the steel rails they lie cold and hard on the mountains they go down. Without love, where would you be now? Long Train Runnin'. Hello, all my friends that have tuned in to learn how to play this campfire version of this classic old Doobie Brothers tune. So I'll start off by letting you know we're using our old friend the capo hack. I've got a clamp-on capo applied from the treble side of the guitar on strings 1 through 5 on fret 2. We're leaving string 6 uncapo. And there's a reason for that, and we'll get to it here in a minute. We use 4 chords in Long Train Runnin', but the predominant or the prevalent chord in the song is this A minor. So I'm fretting string 4 on the 2nd fret and string 3 on the 2nd fret with my middle and ring fingers respectively. String 2 on the 1st fret with my index finger. And the 1st string and the 5th string are open. So let's talk about this little intro that I do. What we're doing is, though it's not exactly like the original, it sounds enough like the original to give credence to this campfire version of this song. So the way I get that sound is I start off by hammering into the A minor position. By hammering, I mean I play the strings without any fingering in place on the fretboard, and then hammer, meaning just kind of aggressively place my fingers where they should be on the A minor chord. Okay, so we start with a hammer on the down strum. Down, up, down, up. On the next down, you're doing a pull-off, which is just the opposite of a hammer-on. And then an up strum, and then a hammer-on again. Hammer, pull-off, hammer. Hammer, pull-off, hammer. So that'll take a little bit of practice, but once you commit it to motor memory, muscle memory, it's just second nature. So if you wanted to in the song, as we go through the lyrics now, you could play that as backing for your vocals. Down around the corner, a mile from here. See them long trains running and you watch them disappear. Now in my performance, I just kept it simple. So I did the intro. Now I just go to a down, up, down, up, down. Down around the corner, half a mile from here. You see them long trains running and you watch them disappear without love. Now's where the capo hack comes in, when we play that D minor chord. So the D minor is middle finger on string 3, fret 2, ring finger on string 2, fret 3, and index finger on string 1, fret 1. But now we can play all 6 strings with that D minor, and it's a really beautiful, big, full effect. After you're playing this sad A minor, you go to that D minor. Wow, it's big. Where would you be now? Back to the A minor. Without love. Now we go to an F, and you can play love, a full bar F like that. And those of you that know me know I never do that. I wrap my thumb around and grab string 6, 1 fret above the capo. Or you could play a little baby F. However you best execute an F, that's what you want to do there. Without love. The next chord is an E7 sus4. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use your middle finger on string 5, 2 frets above the capo, and your ring finger on string 3, 2 frets above the capo. And it's a 5-string chord. And the reason is we're using the capo hack. So the capo hack's really great for just about everything, but what it sucks at is if you're trying to play something with an E, because you'd have to reach your thumb way down there, in this case, to fret that 6th string on the, the absolute 2nd fret. What I've done though is I've showed the chord as having no 6th string fingering, because it sounds good just like that as an E7 sus4, a 5-string version of that. Okay, and then the next chord is an E7th, so just your plain old E7th chord. Right now I've got my middle finger on string 5, 2 frets above the capo, index finger on string 3, 1 fret above the capo. So it's So that's how each of the first 3 verses go. It just starts off with the A minor. Let's go to verse 2. You know I saw Miss Lucy down along the tracks. She lost her home and her family, and she won't be coming back to the D minor without love. Where would you be right now without F love? E7 sus or love, E7 love, A minor. Okay, same thing with verse 3, but on verse 4 we get to this fun, fancy thing that they do in the original. And so I'll just play it for you, then I'll explain how I execute it. Well, the pistons they keep turning, and the wheels go round and round, and the steel rails they lie cold and hard, on the mountains they go down without love. And we get back to our normal strum pattern. But what we're doing here is we're doing down strums. Down, 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 down. Up strum on the open, all strings open. The other thing I'm doing there, I don't know if you can tell, I'll try and get you a little bit closer here, is so when I'm playing the chord, I'm fretting an A minor chord, and then I'm just letting up with my fingers a little bit, so you hear those 3 notes, and then you don't hear them. So if you play the fretted notes and then you just let the pressure off your fingers, they stop ringing out, of course. And I found I really had to practice this a lot to be able to sing to it, and it helps to slow it down. So let's just go through it right now. Well, the Illinois Central and the Southern Central Freight Oh, you know what? I'm doing the wrong verse. Will the pistons keep on turning, and the wheels go round and round, and the steel rails they lie cold and hard, on the mountains they go down without love. And back to our normal strum. Where would you be now? And then we close out with 3 of these. Without love, without love. Now the last one. Without love. Then up to a D minor. Where would you be now? And then we close out with the intro. And there you have it, our own little campfire version of Long Train Runnin'. So have a fantastic week. Actually, now's a good time to let you know I'm taking my summer vacation very late this year. As many of you know who have been subscribers for a while, I typically disappear in the month of July and half the month of August. But this year, I'm disappearing for the month of September and a little bit of October. So I'll be, over in Europe, having a fantastic time, and then also going to upstate New York, where I'm from, my homelands, to visit with some friends and plan a 50th high school reunion. So it'll be a few weeks before I get you another lesson, but trust me, while I'm on vacation, I've got a guitar with me, and I'm working on material to release once I get back. So anyway, have a fantastic few weeks, and I look forward to sending you another lesson very soon. Until then, adios, my friends.